Coming up next, guys, investing in real estate from an early age right after Lotto. Stay with us.
All right, folks, joining me now is Keisha Bailey, the Chief Executive Officer of Profit Jumpstarter. Keisha will shed light on how young professionals are impacting Jamaica's real estate market and ways they can invest early to secure a prosperous future, she says. Well, go on.
They are very happy to be here.
It's fantastic that you're here. Real estate. Real estate means people who buy land and house and stuff. That's what real estate means.
Yes.
When you say young professionals, where are we going to get the money from? Because real estate, none of expensive things.
Yeah, but one of the main things is other people's money is the best money, right?
That's a great way to start.
So when you're thinking about real estate investing, we want to find ways to make the purchase, but we're going to leverage using the banks, using financial institutions to get the money. Because what we've seen with property prices, they keep going up. Real estate is one of those investments that always beats inflation in the long run, and that is how you build wealth. So you want to get into the real estate game sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Whether it's land, commercial, residential, Airbnb, you want to start from a young age because that is how you're able to make those big leaps in building wealth.
Fantastic. In preparing for this, I was reading, it says real estate offers lucrative income earning, but the part I want to go to that it has grown as high as 6.4% and 2.1% in the heights of the pandemic.
Yes.
Which don't sound so sensible because you would think that people are concerned and not working and not earning right now. Maybe I will lose my job because of the pandemic. Why it gone up?
But if you drive around Kingston, you drive around Mobay and St. Anne, any parish really, you're seeing a lot of developments. You're seeing whole heap of block steel going up. So somebody's buying these properties. And the thing is, the demand is coming because Jamaica is a hot spot, right? We see all these celebrities coming, sharing their stories on Instagram, and it's drawing a lot of attention to the country. Because of that now, you want to be an investor. You don't want to be on the sidelines watching and saying, boy, I wish I could have did have one. You want to get in the game early so that you too can be building wealth.
All right, take me through the process. I just leave university, I get a nice little job, I start earning a little money. Take me through the process.
So you leave university, you start working. We need to start putting aside the funds for the deposit. And there are many ways that you can come up with that deposit, right? You can't say every paycheck I'm going to put aside a certain amount of money and you religiously do it, right? As you get paid, you transfer the money to a high interest savings account. You go and pile that up and come up with a deposit. And then once you have that deposit now, you start going to the banks and say, hey, I want to buy a property, help me to get that mortgage. And they will work with you to secure the rest of the money now. Put those two together, you have the amount to buy the real estate. Plus, now we have closing costs, we have all those other costs as well we have to think about. So while the transaction is going on, you go and save, you go and put down your money aside. Yeah,
but Keisha, if I just leave, in a very serious way, if I just leave university, how are we going to put down for the deposit?
So it come back to the using other people's money. Some persons, depending on what you're earning when you leave university, you can be putting aside some money, right? Maybe you're still living with your parents, you don't really have that much expense, so you can afford to put aside. For other persons, it's, boy, I'm making a good salary, but I can't put aside as quickly as I would want to. These days, you can even borrow the deposit for the house.
Okay, which is what I was coming to.
Yes. So if you borrow the deposit for the house and work through your numbers with the bank, right? The bank is going to work with you. You borrow that deposit for the house. Then now, the rest of the funds, depending on how much you're earning, you can borrow now the mortgage for the balance and combine them and you're able to buy the property using 100% of other people's money.
I'm not certain if this question is a fair one because I guess it depends on where you want to buy the house. But for a young professional, is there an average cost you would say to someone, don't pay more than 20 million, don't pay more than 10 million?
Start a home, your first home, you want to stay within that probably 15 to 25, which hard nowadays because the prices, they are just running higher and higher. So you want to start between that 15 to 25, possibly even 30 million. You look there, but the main thing is that you have to understand the strategies when you're going into real estate, right? It's not just you see a house and you buy it. The market is now becoming more developed, and that's one of the things with our conference. We teach persons about real estate investing because for you to make the kind of money that make you rich, You have to understand the right strategies to use, and the earlier you use them in life, the better for you.
Does it make sense for me to buy and sell? So I buy a house now and say I pay, or I build a house and it costs me 2-3 million and then I sell it for 15-20. That makes sense?
It makes sense, but you don't really want to sell real estate, because here's the thing. With real estate, you can always use other people's money. As the value go up, you have this thing called a home equity loan. You can now pull out some of the value of the home and use it to buy a second home, and then pull out the value out of that, buy a third, fourth, fifth. It's something that can be repeated, so you don't really want to sell and come out of the game. You want to stay in the game, but continuously learn the strategies so you buy multiple properties.
Yeah, well explained. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Sit with us for a while. Keisha Bailey, Chief Executive Officer of Profit Jumpstarter.